Yo, what is good? My very faithful. What is good? Yo, Fire Force, boys. Fire Force. My anniversary. I'm sorry. This week's episode was pretty good. Unfortunately, there's some things that were kind of well, uh, just you could tell they were holding it. Like they were really padding out this weird doll master girl or whatever. And because of it, her dialogue felt so like lame and boring to me that I was more interested what our mechanic was saying just because he was so frustrated at what she was trying to do with the name of his stuff and stuff, the name of his creations and whatnot. So it's these types of things that make the show really, really weird, but at the same time, I expect these types of things, right? Like, I've already seen it quite a bit already, and it's not out of the normal for people to have these huge thought processes behind everything they do, and they feel some type of way if somebody tries to crush whatever it is that they do like or do or try to push out to the world. So all of this stuff was relatively normal for Fire Force. So I do just look forward to what they're going to explain to us with with the White Clad and how they're pretty much getting a lot done a lot easier than the Fire Force crew is. Not only are they free to just do what they want because their boss uh, doesn't really hold them accountable for the case of you guys gotta be good for the sake of being good or be bad for the sake of being bad. They just do whatever it is that the mission counts for, and that mission is getting the pillar, making sure they have one more step closer to what their goal is. And if you do that, then mission complete. Get out of here. We love you. Um, so for the Fire Force, not only do they have to save all these kids and treat them all like the what's his face, like the pillar, they don't want to leave any of these kids in these people's protection after saving one of them. You're gonna save one of them and let all the rest of them suffer. That's kind of the curse of the hero, or at least the curse of the good guy type of deal, where if they were just focused on him, they could have already probably almost finished this rescue mission, but I bet you it's going to become a thing that they need to save everybody, and if they don't save everybody, um, it might have some repercussions. Like, it might actually have a lasting effect on our characters. And the one person that I see death flags for is Lich. Lich has some death flags going up, and I'm not too happy with it. I kind of don't care for the Doctor, to be fair, but at the same time, he's gotten really interesting over time, and I think that it would be a waste to kind of let him die off at any time before really, really getting almost a hand or a foot into the door of what the truth is. And then maybe, I guess, take it about, do him dirty, like some Attack on Titan type character, I guess, but regardless of that, I really, really think that we are in for quite a show when it comes down to the plot that they're setting down for just not only the pillars, but what these white clad are capable of when it comes down to fighting even the strongest person that Shiro or Shinra is getting, kind of tossed around by. Supposedly, he was playing along for the experiment, but when I'm pretty sure he's saying you're playing along, he's just talking about he was he could have stayed in there and kept fighting. Like, could have acted like, oh, there's nothing more important but beating this guy and stuff like that. But as soon as the door was open, he could have left. He had free realm to leave and forget that whole thing was even going on. So I think that's what they mean by playing along with the experiment. Just leave that fool in there and let's push forward. Like, things are popping off and we need to leave. But seeing him being capable of finding the kid before Shinra and them, it was kind of dumb because they left first. But they're in a facility that they never really been in, you know. So even the Lich is a new place, so that's the only saving grace for them not getting to the kid sooner. I mean, supposedly Shinra should have had the burst, giving him some kind of link or something, right, to help him out. But I guess having a kid that young and inexperienced, maybe him just screaming and talking that whole time to himself, you know, being scared, was the reason why there was no communication. He's too busy about, you know, freaking out that he's not really actually reaching out for help. He's just scared, which is understandable seeing what he's going through. But now that this is all popping off, we have a three-way battle going, and anybody can end up with the kid. I just actually don't think this factory is gonna make it. I don't think after having all these people here, they're not going to have the matters to be able to make it out of this whole entire scene. Because if they do, with the guy who wants to only fight weak people out of the way, he doesn't want to fight anybody else but someone that's weaker than him. He's gonna run, and because there's people strong now that's showing up, White Clad is much stronger than probably Fire Force people, especially seeing how he tried to attack the nun in our group that's not even a fighter. You know, he's like, oh, who's that person who says Latum? Yeah, I want to fight her. 1v1, please. Like, alright, bro, we get it. You're a trash can, and you're going to be treated like one. But he's too smart. He's clearly too smart, and I love how his eyes move when weak people are around. His whole entire face changes, so his eyes can maneuver around his face and look at everybody without really giving up any type of ground or dropping his guard to look behind them and type of stuff. So we'll see how this plays out. I honestly hope you guys are having a good day, night, evening, whatever the case may be when you're watching this. I am your boy, the Anime G, and I will definitely talk to you sooner than later, because so many shows are coming out, and I finally recorded all of them, and I hope that you guys enjoy. So with that being said, peace.